Okay, this is what I'm going to do today. Okay, I'm doing fried apple pies, a little different than I've ever done. Usually I bake my pies, I do them like that, but I'm going to do a fried apple pie today. Okay, never done them before in my life, my entire life. The dog is up under the table. You okay, Jolene? You all right? Yeah, you all right? She seems to be under the table, and I can't get my feet under there. But anyway, doing a fried apple pie. Not really complicated thing, pretty simple thing, okay? But I've never done it before, so this is going to be an experience just a little bit. Let me show you where I am. All right, here's the first deal. Here's what I do. I'm working with, I use the regular canned apples, okay? Now, when I use these canned apples, I do them just a little bit. I try to cut up any big ones that I see in here. I try to cut them up. All right, if I can. Makes the pies fold just a little bit easier, but it's really harder to do than what you think it is. Okay, what I do is go ahead and hit these just with a little bit of cinnamon, okay, on those as I'm going. Okay, you about can put, you know, 1 or 2 apples on a lot of these pies, but hit with a little bit of cinnamon. I know a lot of you make these, and Bobby tries to make them as good as me, but I appreciate her trying. Jody won't even try it. But anyway, all right, I start out with those. There they are, okay? Set them there. Now, I almost forgot my fork. Okay, now, what I'm gonna do here, put me a little bit of flour. And I've had to make a commitment to Janice to clean up after myself, okay? Because if I don't, she won't let me do this kind of stuff. And I try my best to clean up after myself. I don't do the best still yet, okay? But I do pretty good, not a Jan. I don't do bad, okay? Okay, put a little flour on my roller. Now, I use the regular biscuits, the grands, okay? Now, you say, why don't you make your own crust thing, John? Well, I haven't tried that yet. And I'm not sure if anybody would want me to. Okay, I'm going to show 1 or 2 of these. Then I'll fast forward on so you don't have to watch them all, because they won't be real interesting watching them all. Now, I seen someone do them the other day, and they done a little different than I usually do. And I'm going to try it like they done it. What they done was, now usually I do these and I go ahead and fill them. They didn't do them like that. They done them, and then they went ahead and just sort of stacked them up and done them like that. Usually what I do is I was doing them, I was filling one and rolling it and then filling it. And that was, it's hard, but we all know how hard a man's life is anyway. And this just was another toll that I had to do. All right, Jan? So, I roll these out pretty thin. You say how thin? I don't know how thin. But I roll them out pretty thin. They're never really that uniform. Okay, put a little bit of flour between them. Hopefully they don't stick together like a, hey, let me get a little bit of that on it. Whoops. That was okay. Janice is watching her soap operas. Days of Our Lives, I believe. Or General Hospital. What your daddy used to watch?
Oh, Another World. It wasn't one of those. Another one. Another World. They were only 15 minutes.
Huh?
They were only 15 minutes.
Were they? Remember the time we went in the studio, like where they shoot a soap opera at? Wasn't that fascinating? This is really a lot better than the way I was doing them. That lady, she was doing them. I thought, well, how come I ain't doing them like that? I never thought of it. You say, John, why are you making these pies? They got them at the food line for 4 for $5. Don't they, Jen? Until you say why. It's sort of therapeutic, I believe, for me. And anything that seems to, seems to help my sanity, I try to do it. It's less stress on my family. Right, honey? You know what I talked about this morning on Breakfast with John? Patience. How? No, I don't have to have no patience with you. You're easy. How patience, how we have patience, first thing by setting reasonable expectations helps to bring patience, helps with patience. If you set reasonable expectations, then patience comes easier. Okay? It's unrealistic expectations that causes us to have trouble with patience a lot of times. We should have realistic expectations about ourselves. And first thing to be patient with is with yourself. Okay? Be patient with yourself first. Then it makes it different to be patient with others. I'm doing better as I go here. And you say, John, I forgot about that question. You could buy them 4 for $5 and bring them home and put them on the table, take them out of the box, and invite the whole family over. Couldn't we, Jen? And say, look at the pies. And they would say, oh no, the neighbor's dog's at my door. She is an aggressive, big black German Shepherd, okay? And she sees the other dog in here, and she's jealous because she's not in here. No, go home to your house. Hey, Jolene. Jolene doesn't care because she's in here and the other dog is out there. So, doesn't matter to her. Whoops. About it. All right. This was worlds easier than the other way I've been doing it. Who says you can't learn something off of TikTok? All right. A little more flour on my rolling pin. So, patience. And I hear people say things, and it makes really cute little sayings. I'm not going to pray for patience. I'll get all kinds of trouble. Well, you're going to have it anyway. Like that dog outside my door. She needs to have patience. She's not having it. Okay? No patience for her. This little blue mat that I'm using, it's a silicone mat. Okay? And it works really good. Jen, when you get a chance, just look and see. Don't let your coffee get cold. But see if what I'm doing is in the camera. In there? Did I turn it on? Well, pretty good, ain't it? Turned it on and it's in the focus in the screen. Okay, now. All right. These, I keep wanting to sing that song, It's Amore. How's it go? Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is start putting the apples inside. Okay? With the apples in said container, it can get a little messy. And it's hard to find the perfect little combination of the right amount of apples without having too many apples in your pie, in your little pies, okay? Now, I'm going to then take your fork. I know you've seen this done 1,000,000 times, but never as good as I'm doing it now. I know that you haven't. All right. I'm going to do the fast version of this and the slow version, okay? I'm putting those on the plate right beside there. These going pretty quick. Since I'm doing them that other way, that way that I was doing them was very hard. It was very time consuming because the way I done it, each one I rolled it out and then I put the pie filling in it, each one of them. And what's going to happen when I deep fry these, when I go to fry these, will nobody know, because Janice knows, and she's dreading it like you did that castor oil, and you just have to take it when you're little. But no pain, no gain. And my gain will be our pain. What? What was it? Oh. Okay. And here's the deal. I could do a more expensive hobby. I could go back to showing horses. But it would cost me more than making pies. Would it be fun? Yeah, it would be fun. But I think right now I'm going to stick to making pies. That's amore. Oh, something about that. Must be the apron. Where I've got this apron on. Ain't Jen? Okay. I'm glad the neighbor's dog left the door. Okay. Well, it's not quite going down as much as I want. Hope they don't burst open in the oil. They do. That's the way it's going to have to be. It makes a can of these apples easily make a good 8 pies, okay? All right. Janice and I are going to a gathering this evening, but I don't think we're supposed to bring anything, so we're not going to take these pies. Because the people we're going to visit, the young lady, the wife of a friend of mine, fancies herself a cook. But it's not as good as me, is she, hon? Oh, okay. Janice says she doesn't know. She can't compare. That's an awful lot of confidence from a woman I married for 42 years. which have all been great years. Hadn't they? Seems like yesterday, doesn't it, hon? Since we got hitched. These pies are really pretty. How they're going to look when I get this, taking them, doing them like I done this time, made it a lot easier, Janet. Doing them, that was good. I'm going to have apples left, but I don't never know what to do with them. It's just hard to do anything with them. You're thinking I'll keep them or I'll do this, but it's hard to do. Well, you know, I tried that. It's a little harder to do than what you think. Okay, I've got one more to make. Okay, and I'll show these to you. That's a buttery. I'm actually a pretty good singer. I know a lot of you out there don't know that, but I'm not the kind of person to brag on myself. I'm not a bragger. Okay, now over, in. Okay, this is the one we've been looking for. That's the last one before we go to the deep frying experience. I'm going to turn my oil up to a medium. And I'll show you these pies. Here they are. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is some pretty pies. All right, here we go. Set this little plate here. As I shared with you, first time I've done this before, okay? So, the way I've been watching them do it, I'm on medium high with that. I just lay it in. Okay, I'm gonna lay a couple in. My oil might be a little bit deep, but I'm gonna put 3 in. Huh? I'm going to turn my heat up just a little bit to a medium high. Okay? It's supposed to get brown on the bottom. Right? You ever done them? What am I turning with? I ain't using my fingers. Janice is trying to give me advice about pie cooking. This is my first time too. Okay. How's that looking, Jen? I'm browning, really just browning the dough, aren't I? In a way. Huh? Yeah. Like a big pizza pie. They're supposed to get brown on the bottom and heat through, Janice says. I'm going to keep it on medium high. I have to find this out. This is trial and error. I've got extra oil, cooking oil. I don't know what to do with this oil after I'm done. Janice has already been discussing that with me. This whole process is doing better than what I thought it was. I was a little afraid. But I'm actually doing very well. You know what, hon? I'm doing pretty good at this. Look at them. Thank you. Ooh, them babies are hot. Look, I set off the fire extinguisher. If it wasn't for being afraid I was going to catch on fire in the middle of the night, I would get rid of that. Like a big pizza pie. Hello, Jolene. You okay? These are doing very good. Might be a little hot on the oil, but I don't know. First time out.
Move this big tripod around like you
Okay,
can do it so easy.
here's what I'm doing. I've got sugar, 1 cup. Brown sugar, 1/4 of a cup. Okay? And cinnamon, a few shakes of cinnamon. Okay? Now, I'm going to mix up this substance. We call this type 2 diabetes mixture. Okay?
Put the diabetes in a bowl.
Diabetes in a bowl. That's what Carter calls. Janice makes some desserts at Christmas. Carter calls it diabetes in a bowl. This is not as brown as I was leaning for. And I'm going to have some left. But I tell you what, man. We don't use enough sugar around here to amount to anything. Just on holidays when Janice cooks, right? Ain't right?
Brown beans. Not baked beans.
Okay. You get a shot of this, Janice. This is, I mix this up. This is going to go, I'm going to sprinkle this on these, okay? Because that's what I seen that lady do. Okay, so here are the pies. You see the pies? Turned out beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful, okay? I'm going to bring them on over here. All right. Whoops. Turn it around that way and this way, okay? I'm going to get this and just, whoops. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of this on these. I don't think it will stay on there very good, but okay. Now, I'm going to flip them over. Okay, and I'm going to do the other side a little bit. Okay. That's a little heavy, but it'll dust off. Okay. I'm going to do these same way. These 3 the same way. Now you could do it without the sugar because they have a little bit on the inside. But I usually don't put any sugar on them, okay? I don't put any on them, but I am, okay? I won't, when I eat mine, I'll dust it off a little bit. Okay, and this last one. Okay, all right. Here is the fried apple pies. And I've done an exceptional job on these. Jim, would you say that? Would you say it's good? I've done a very good job. Fried apple pie is easy to make. I don't know how long it took me. It didn't take me too long. They really don't take that long. I really like frying them better than I do baking them. They seem like they look better, man. So I've been baking them all the time. But I went ahead and fried them this time and gave them a fry. And I'm not done cleaning up, but I'm going to work on it before I let Janice in the middle of it. I'll do what I think's clean, and then I'll let her do what she thinks, what she knows is clean. So now I'll probably wrap these in some aluminum foil possibly because the neighbors will want some. So I'll wrap them one or two up in aluminum foil and let them have them there. Fried apple pies. I don't know how many ingredients, not many, but they turned out really good. All right. Thank you for watching Cooking with John. Adios. And pass the ammunition.